Wooden Wave is not even a year old, and yet we already getting the third element for our rover, AERO, in version 2.2. So everyone sit down and buckle up because we are going to go over everything that an AERO rover has to offer. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Let's start off with AERO Rover combat roles. Firstly, Rover will provide more support and healing for the team whenever they cast Resonance Liberation and the Resonance Circuit Zephyr's Grace. Not only that, Rover also deal higher resonance skill and will be able to apply Wind Erosion, one of the negative status on the enemies that got hit. Rover will perform up to 4 consecutive normal attack dealing arrow damage, and after casting the third normal attack, Rover will throw their sword at the enemies and dealing arrow damage. Just a normal basic attack, nothing special. And now for their resonance skill. It can be cast 2 times, where the first one called the AERO Rupture leap into air and unleash a slashing strike, while Airborne tapping the skill again will perform Skyward Severance that deals arrow damage and converts the target's negative status into arrow erosion effect. For example, Phoebe can apply Spectral Frazzle into the enemies. That means AERO Rover can convert that status into arrow erosion with only their resonance skill, and this could potentially affect AERO Rover team synergy in the future. Upon casting Resonance Liberation, Chuai will be unleashed, dealing arrow damage and restore HP for all team members. When tapping basic attack short after casting resonance skill, AERO Rupture, intro skill and heavy attack Strangling Breath will perform Zephyr's Grace, where this skill will deal arrow damage and restore HP for your team, and the damage is considered resonance skill damage. Whenever your rover's forte bar is full, resonance skill AERO Rupture will be replaced with resonance skill Ephemeral Form, where it will perform up to 2 consecutive strikes, where each strikes will consume 60 points of special energy, and the damage is considered as resonance skill damage. Rover can hold up to 120 points of String Zephyr and can be restored by casting intro skill, landing 3rd or 4th hit of basic attack and each hit of the aerial attack from the Zephyr Grace. Upon switching to another resonator, will grant all team members eroding form for 30 seconds. When any attack hit a target, the maximum stack limit of the target's negative status, especially the arrow erosion, will be increased by 3 for 10 seconds, and the effect cannot be stacked. For Rover's other 2 inherent skill, Drifting Dust Passage will increase the attack by 20% for 10 seconds after casting intro skill, and the Boundless Wind will increase Resonance Liberation healing by 20%. Now let's talk about Rover's Resonance Change, which we can obtain it from doing the main story quest. Let's see just how strong this arrow chain for our rover. For C1, it will increase the interruption resistance for 3 seconds whenever we cast the aerial attack from the Zephyr's Grace. C2 will help to heal active character based on Rover's attack for every 3 seconds for 30 seconds right after casting Resonance skill Ephemeral Form. C3 will increase Rover's arrow damage by 30%, and C4 will increase resonance skill damage by 60% after casting the aerial attack from the Zephyr Grace. C5 will increase resonance liberation damage multiplier by 60%, and finally C6 also increase damage multiplier for resonance skill Ephemeral Form by 60%. In 2.2, we will be getting an exclusive 5-star weapon for AERO Rover, which looks like can be obtained from the main story quest, and the passive is on god, is so good. The weapon called Blood Oath Pack, and the second stats will provide 38.9% at max level 90. And for the weapon passive, upon healing, resonance skill damage increased by 10%, which in column 26 if you already at refinement 5 for 15 seconds. When the AERO Rover Resonance skill Ephemeral Phase hit a target, it reduced the target's arrow resistance by 8%, and for Refinement 5, 20.8% for 30 seconds. This makes the weapon is such a great pair with Rover, especially since Rover is also an arrow erosion enabler, which will amplify more his damage output by wearing the new Sonata effect, which will bring us to another section. So in 2.2, we also be getting a new set pair of Sonata effect called Gust of Welkin. And no, not that one. This new Sonata effect will work similarly like the Eternal Radiance, where wearing 5 pieces will increase the crit rate for 20% and the arrow damage bonus, but as far as we know, this still in early stage and still in beta, and Kuro can make any changes for this set, so we gotta wait and see. Pairing this set with AERO ROVER will improve the overall damage even more, and combining this with the signature weapon for the overall sets of echoes for AERO ROVER, we need to mainly focus on getting, of course, double crit value and the resonance skill damage bonus. On top of that, getting a good amount of energy regen is also a great thing to keep the rover liberation get enough energy when we do one round of rotation with rover. And now comes to the team synergy for AERO ROVER. So if you want to fully utilize their kit, especially the negative status converter, then going for any resonator that can deal negative status is a must choice to do. But for now, the only resonator that can deal any negative status is just Phoebe with a Spectral Frazzle. So we're just going to put her together with Rover as of now. When your Phoebe done deal Spectral Frazzle to the enemies with her confession status, then do the intro skill with Rover and then press her resonance skill, which will convert the Spectral Frazzle into the Arrow Erosion. Apart from dealing Arrow Erosion, Rover can also work just fine as your sub DPS and your extra healer, just in case you didn't have Marina and Shopkeeper as your other healer. Since Rover healing is based on the attack percent, so sticking up the attack percent will be great, not just from the healing perspective but the combat power wise. I was hoping that Cantarella will deal Havoc Bane, which is negative status for Havoc, with her kit, but unfortunately she did not. Let's just hope that the upcoming character of Rinasita, Kuro, will implement more of this negative status into their kit, so Rover will have way more team that she can be put on. Not gonna lie, this new mechanic is kind of fun to play, where your main objective is keep stacking up the negative status onto enemies and will deal more damage over time. So what's your thought on this upcoming element for Rover? Are you excited, or is it just a basic thing from your own perspective? Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, most of the kit information I share with you might get changed whenever the official release comes out, so please keep an eye on the comment section as I'll try to post there if some of the things have been changed. As always, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.